Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. As you may have noticed, I realized long ago that if you're going to film a minute repeater, remember to invite your friend Mike. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see the Patek Philippe 5016R, Perpetual calendar, retrograde date, tourbillon, chronometer, and minute repeater. You can see this exceptional grand complication and buy it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this exceptionally rare Patek Philippe grand complication. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you get a good sense of this watch, traditionally sized at about 36.5 millimeters across the round of the case. It's perhaps a little bit pot-bellied at roughly 13.7 millimeters thick, but it is by no means thick. The rounded bezel allows it to easily slide underneath any tight cuff or formal sleeve, and from lug to lug it is almost exactly 45 millimeters. So you can see this is a grand complication with traditional size. Now the watch is beautifully rendered with fluting, bevels, highlights, recesses. You can see this is a watch originally conceived in the late 1980s, brought to market in 1993. It bowed out in 2011, but despite the span of that production, perhaps 200 were made. Rarely seen, exceptional in every respect. Each one is a unique expression of the watchmaker's art. Now the movement is simply spectacular, with over 500 pieces. That's the intellectual appeal, but this is a watch that's all about the heart as much as the head, perhaps more. With a beautiful gloss, minimally bolstered, folded edge, monotone stitch, alligator leather strap, a very simple but beautifully rendered Patek Philippe pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustments. You can see that a great deal was done to impart the traditionally sized case with character. Minus the recess of the repeater slide, you can see beautiful fluting. You can see the sculpting of the lugs giving way to the sculpting of the bezel, beautifully rounded with a flange. You can see that the same design is echoed in the form of the case back. All of high polish, it's anything but gaudy. It's graceful. It looks special because frankly it is. This is a watch worthy of the word occasion. It is an occasion. It is an event to encounter it. The combination of the stylized Breguet-esque Arabic numerals in 18-karat rose gold with the beautiful matte black dial base create a sensational contrast, and white on black printing of the calibrations of the date as well as small seconds make for easy reading. Aperture style day, leap year, and month are true to Patek Philippe history, and the watch has beautiful Breguet-style polished rose gold hands at center. Now on the case back, we see the business end of this watch. This is the caliber. Hang on here because it's a little bit of alphabet soup, but this is the RTO PS QR, meaning it's a repeater, a tourbillon. It has a petite seconde scale and a Quantième perpetual calendar with the retrograding date. Now the movement, as I mentioned, 28 jewels, over 500 parts, entirely hand finished. Perhaps no part of the watch is more spectacular than the enormous train wheel that drives the tourbillon. Octopus style and beautifully finished. It's 14-karat solid gold and by itself takes between 10 and 12 hours to finish. The repeater governor hides under this filigree style Calatrava cross. So if I activate the repeater, you can see the governor jump to action, and then once it's done its part, you can see it come to a halt. The watch features a beautiful circular Côte de Genève across the bridges. This is of the era of the Geneva hallmark, not the Patek Philippe seal. The watch did cover both eras, those built before the Patek Philippe seal featuring a 1 at the beginning of the serial number on the dial side, and also being certified as chronometers. Yes, another feather in its cap, it is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, which is impressive because it takes a lot of courage to take an ultra complication and put it up against a test that routinely finds the likes of far more accessibly priced timepieces entered. Oftentimes these grand complications from other manufacturers only look the part of extreme precision. Patek Philippe delivers. And you can see the repeater strikers, beautifully black polished in the Geneva fashion. Like every other part of the movement with an edge, they are individually mirror polished and rounded by hands at their periphery. The same is true of all bridges. Screws are polished on their heads and chamfered in their slots. And you can see the tourbillon cage. The watch has a power reserve of approximately 45 to 48 hours. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. The tourbillon cage, born on a batwing style balance bridge, it is free sprung in the Grand Patek Philippe tradition, and the balance bridge, highly stylized, is also black polished, and you can see it to good effect from that angle. Black polish in evidence on the repeater strikers as well as the bridge. This is the kind of movement that rewards repeat viewing in the deepest possible fashion. This is an exceptional piece. This is an event in and of itself. It's almost like owning an entire watch box full of complications in a single reference, because what fun is it to have a tourbillon watch, a minute repeater, and a perpetual calendar. If you can only wear one at a time, wear them all. You can see them all on our website.